Hello everyone. Today we will learn about jaundice. Our learning objectives: what is jaundice? Classify the different types of jaundice, describe physiological jaundice, the biochemical test done to investigate jaundice and how they can be interpreted. So let's start with what is jaundice. Jaundice is a pathological condition which refers to yellowish tint to the body tissue, including a yellowness of the skin and deep tissues. The usual cause of jaundice is large quantities of bilirubin in the extracellular fluid, where bilirubin is a yellow colored breakdown product of heme from hemoglobin. It is responsible for the yellow color of urine and the yellow discoloration in jaundice. Bilirubin can be either conjugated or unconjugated. The normal plasma concentration of bilirubin, which is almost entirely the unconjugated form, averages about 0.5 mg per dl of the plasma. In certain abnormal conditions, this can rise to as high as 40 mg per dl, and much of it can be conjugated. The skin usually begins to appear jaundiced when the concentration rises to about 3 times normal, that is about 1.5 mg per dl. Now let's see some common causes of jaundice. Increased destruction of red blood cells with rapid release of bilirubin into the blood, obstruction of the bile duct or damage to the liver cells so that even the usual amount of bilirubin cannot be excreted into the gastrointestinal tract. These two types of jaundice are called respectively hemolytic jaundice and obstructive jaundice. Now let's take a look after each of them one by one. First, let's talk about hemolytic jaundice. As the name suggests, it is caused by hemolysis of red blood cells. In hemolytic jaundice, the excretory function of the liver is not impaired, but red blood cells are hemolyzed so rapidly that the hepatic cells simply cannot excrete the bilirubin as quickly as it is formed. As a result, the plasma concentration of free bilirubin rises to above normal levels. Likewise, the rate of formation of urobilinogen in the intestine is greatly increased, and much of this is absorbed into the blood and later excreted in the urine, where urobilinogen is a colorless product of reduction of bilirubin by bacteria in the intestine. Now, let's take a look on obstructive jaundice. So, obstructive jaundice is mainly caused by obstruction of bile duct or due to any other liver disease. The obstruction of the bile duct most often occurs when a gallstone or cancer blocks the common bile duct, or by damage to the hepatic cells and their swelling, resulting in a block of the intercellular biliary canaliculi, which occurs in hepatitis, also called as hepatocellular jaundice. The rate of bilirubin formation is normal, but the bilirubin formed cannot pass from the blood into the intestine. But the unconjugated bilirubin still enters the liver cells and becomes conjugated in the usual way. This conjugated bilirubin is then returned to the blood, probably by the rupture of the congested bile canaliculi and directly emptying of the bile into the lymph, leaving the liver. Thus, the most of bilirubin in the plasma becomes conjugated type rather than the unconjugated type. Diagnostic difference between hemolytic and obstructive jaundice. Chemical laboratory test can be used to differentiate between unconjugated and conjugated bilirubin in the plasma. In hemolytic jaundice, almost all the bilirubin is in the unconjugated form. In obstructive jaundice, it is mainly in the conjugated form. A test called van der Burg's reaction can be used to differentiate between the two. When there is total obstruction of bile flow, no bilirubin can reach the intestine to be converted into urobilinogen by bacteria. Therefore, no urobilinogen is absorbed into the blood and none can be excreted by the kidneys into the urine. Consequently, in total obstructive jaundice, tests for urobilinogen in the urine are completely negative. Also, the stools become clay color owing to a lack of stercobilin and other bile pigments. Another major difference between unconjugated and conjugated bilirubin is that the kidneys can excrete small quantities of the highly soluble conjugated bilirubin, but not the albumin-bound unconjugated bilirubin. Therefore, in severe obstructive jaundice, significant quantity of conjugated bilirubin appears in the urine. Now, let's study this table of tests for jaundice and their status based on the type of jaundice. So, for serum unconjugated bilirubin, in prehepatic jaundice, it is positive, that is present, and in hepatic and posthepatic absent. For serum conjugated bilirubin, in prehepatic it's negative, for hepatic can be positive or negative, and positive in posthepatic. For urine bilinogen, positive in prehepatic and positive or negative in hepatic, and is negative in the posthepatic. About the prothrombin time, normal time for prehepatic, abnormal for hepatic and posthepatic. Now let's take a look on this flowchart about the bilirubin metabolism in the body. It all starts inside the spleen. Spleen is the usual site for extravascular hemolysis. Here, bilirubin is formed from biliverdin. This bilirubin formed here is transported as unconjugated bilirubin in the plasma. Here in the plasma, unconjugated bilirubin binds to the albumin for its transport to the liver. Without albumin, it cannot move inside the plasma. Then, in the liver, it turns into conjugated bilirubin to form a soluble bilirubin that is excreted into the bile. Now, that if there is excessive intravascular hemolysis, such as in hemolytic anemia, free hemoglobin is present in the plasma, and a part of it binds to hepatoglobin for transport to the liver. The rest circulates as free hemoglobin and can be filtered by the kidney. Otherwise, methemoglobin is formed, which breaks down to free heme, which is in turn bound by another plasma protein called hemopexin, or by albumin to yield the methemoalbumin. In both these instances, it is transported to the liver, where a similar chain of events occurs, leading to the formation of bilirubin. So this was all about jaundice, its types, and different biochemical tests for investigation of jaundice. See you all in the next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, like, share and subscribe the channel.